how many Oilers will be on that team? Probably 2 at the most. Sounds like Nugent-Hopkins aren't really in the conversation.
Yep.
Pierre LeBrun had a really good piece on The Athletic, just kind of breaking down what the roster could look like. I believe the Team Canada had a meeting last Thursday to kind of go over some things. So here's the news and notes. There's 4 forwards who weren't on the Four Nations team who are battling for spots. Macklin Celebrini, Tom Wilson, Bo Horvat, and Nick Suzuki. LeBrun seems to think Celebrini and Wilson are likely on the team, and Canada won't take both Horvat and Suzuki, but maybe just one of them. Not really mentioning a lot of the players that couldn't make it, but 2 of the players that are supposedly in the conversation of not making it who are on the team are Sam Bennett and Brad Marchand because of Tom Wilson. Mm-hmm. No Travis Konecny in conversation. I would assume he doesn't make the team, though.
I can't see him making the team.
I'm surprised he made the first team. He does say Connor Bedard probably won't make the team either, but will likely be one of the first call-ups because of his injury. Now, the interesting part. Evan Bouchard. I'll read it verbatim. Evan Bouchard was written off by many, but the reality is he remains in the conversation at some level. He's been better over the past months. My sense is it's down to Bouchard or Matthew Schaefer for the 8th spot. And he said, I would give the edge to Schaefer right now. If Team Canada decides to remove one of the 8 defensemen, that played at the Four Nations, Schaefer is likely the guy. He also says the 3 most vulnerable defensemen from the Four Nations based off play this season are Thomas Harley, Colton Parayko, and Travis Sanheim. He says Schaefer and Bouchard obviously in the conversation, but also said Jacob Chychrun is in there too. And the last spot, he basically just said Jordan Binnington isn't as much of a lock as he was at the start of the year. It's between him, Binnington, Thompson, Darcy Kemper, and Mackenzie Blackwood for those 3 spots.
I think they'll still take Binnington. I think Binnington might be wearing a suit.
He also still says he might.
Yeah, I think Binnington might be wearing a suit, not goalie equipment in the medal round. On the blue line, I love Colton Parayko, St. Albert boy. Do you need, and this isn't even like a shot at Parayko because Parayko's maybe the guy you pick, but do you need all of Parayko, Sanheim, and Taves? Taves makes it because of Makar, so then do you need, with Morrissey on the team, do you need both Sanheim and Parayko? I say no.
I completely agree. I would take one or the other in Taves, in Parayko and Sanheim, like you said.
And I would not take Bouchard or Schaefer over them. I would take one of Bouchard or Schaefer to be my 8.
And I would take Chychrun.
I would take Jacob Chychrun's got to be on this team, man.
Yeah. For wise Kyle say there's no way to put Bouchard on this team.
There is.
Okay, but then what about all the star forwards? Well, we have McDavid and McKinnon. Mitch Marner can't go.
You're right. I like that.
Well, why? They're all good enough to go and play. Mm-hmm. They're all elite players that can adapt to their surroundings and make this team better. I don't know. I just think the narrative around defensemen was like, oh, look at all these guys we have on the power play. It's the same argument for the forwards. And Braden Point played on the 4th line for Canada, the Four Nations, to start it, right? That was supposed to be a check-in line.
Yeah.
And he figured it out. So we'll see. I'm glad Bouchard's still in the conversation.
Yep.
I don't think he'll make the team. I think he should make the team. I don't think he will. I think if someone gets injured, though, he will be the first guy they call.
I will say the reason why I would lean Bouch over Schaefer for the 8th spot. I totally understand the logic of give Schaefer the experience. The next Olympics are also 4 years away. Yeah. By that point, I don't think you're going to be like, ooh, Matt Schaefer never got to experience an Olympics. The stage is going to be too big for him. If you truly believe he's going to be a generational type defenseman, you don't really care about giving him the experience, I think, because you just know he's going to crush it in 4 years when he has to play a big role. Like Cale Makar is going to crush it. He's never played in an Olympics before, right?
McDavid.
Yeah, like these guys are just too good where that kind of stuff doesn't really matter. With Bouch, maybe there almost is logic that, hey, 4 years from now, you might want him. But also, if Cale Makar were to get hurt, if one of your power play quarterbacks were to get hurt, if your offense is struggling through the first couple of games, I think Bouchard makes a bigger impact than Schaefer.
Did Makar miss a game at the Four Nations, or was that Morrissey?
I think he got sick.
I think he did.
Yeah.
So there you go. This is a lot longer of a tournament.
Yeah, you want Evan Bouchard there because if your offense sucks or if Cale Makar gets hurt or gets sick, Bouchard is the closest thing to replicating that style of game.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.